Oh yes, indeed. In general, if you're setting up a new team, you should do a little bit of homework in terms of which champions are strong and summoner spells to take. They do have a few strong pickups here and there, like Jax and Urgot are completely strong. And in my opinion, Rumble is like a sleeper strong champion. You don't see him played very much. I think he has a little bit of a higher skill cap than most champions, but he is incredibly powerful when played fairly well.
Yeah.
The one,
Go?
sorry,
No, go ahead, go.
the one thing I want to point out here, I'm a bot lane player, and I tend to kind of look at the bot lane matchup a lot compared to a lot of other people.
Hmm.
Is that we'll probably see a Jax versus Maokai bot lane, and that Jax will eventually scale into the late game. Like he will hit that point where Maokai can no longer hold him off from the point. So that will actually be something that's scary for Team Dominion Nation. And if they're not careful about ending the game soon enough, Jax will just walk right all over them. So they have to be very careful about that. Unless Lee Sin goes bot, then maybe Lee Sin can hold off Jax. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, Jax's late game is always notorious, and you never want to get into that standard with Jax because he'll win 2v1s, 3v1s just through 2 or 3 abilities, and literally Grandmaster's Might on top of that, he'll actually pillage through 2v1s, 3v1s. So very scary stuff with that Jatrix. Forgot to do the intros, but I will fix up everything right quickly because I know the video is a little bit different because it's of, well, Dominate TT, so we did that in the morning. But now we're gonna be into this one. Really quickly, you said that it's gonna be Jax
And Maokai, I believe.
and Maokai.
Oh, it looks like it's Urgot bot lane.
I was thinking though it should be Urgot bot lane. I was like, Urgot, range harass, good stuff, can farm up, get more items. But that's true, Jax needs the items too as well. But we'll see how this will come into fruition really quickly. Gali, Waller leader, Sakuri Ono, double lift, and Krillin on the team of Dominion Nation. For YYZ, what do we have over there next?
We have Sword Moss, Claudix, Dranny, Jatrix, and Queer on Yo-Yo Zoe on red team.
And we're gonna see how this starts out really soon. Let's see what this Urgot has. He has Turret the Goddess. Yep, he's gonna be building up for that late game as well. 7 potting in that one up. That's gonna be really interesting to see for Dranny. While Krillin would do, or is it Krillin or is it Kyrian?
Uh,
Yeah,
Period?
yeah.
I think it's an I there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing him go over in the bottom lane with that Maokai. So Maokai versus Urgot. That's a bot lane matchup that we've seen before, I think. Or
Yeah,
I don't remember.
it's somewhat common. I believe Field of Vive swapped out Maokai against Urgot at one point just to keep Urgot at bay. Urgot has a lot of trouble killing Maokai because of Maokai's passive rewards him against spamming champions, which Urgot wants to do. So it sustains him. So we see a lot of poke going on. Jax goes for that hard engage, like I said, with the stun. Unfortunately, they're not able to lock anybody down. They exhaust on Taric of all people, but they get a lockdown on Akali. They're fighting off the point, which is really good for Akali there, so she can actually stealth. Rumble going down fairly quickly, even though he flashed there. And it looks like, yes, the Yo-Yo Zoe not able to focus anybody down and just getting picked off one by one, and Taric using that revive to try and reinforce.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate. We do have that Urgot going down in the bottom lane, but we do have, well, Riven's still picking up things, hopefully getting the clear, but he's going to actually try to keep us. Oh, Jax comes right back in, Counter Strike, it wasn't enough. All the stun saves, double lift, and it's going to be okay for that one. But Urgot saving that on the point over bottom. It was all for naught though, because we do see Dominion Nation taking over the windmill.
I believe during the windmill fight, Urgot actually died because it looked like his revive is down. So, and yeah, Maokai has a kill. So already, we already see bot lane Maokai abusing the Urgot. Rumble getting caught out, the stun from Taric keeping him in place, but he gets away for about 50 hit points there. Riven stunning them just so Rumble can get out of there. And you can see they're kind of bush camping and keeping them in check. Containing them in their mid point there, which is, again, that's the whole no poke there. They can't poke into the jungle to see where they are, and they don't have Sweeper or Grez's Lantern to sweep brushes to try and prevent those ganks there.
So we're going to be seeing a lot of brute force coming out from YYZ, which is not surprising. We have them kind of grouped up. Garrison being used to just hold off the point, hold off that point capture, but we do have a 4v4 about to brew up. And we have that relic onto double left right now. And we're going to see if he can actually do something. Goes in, Sonic's ways out, Resonate Strike, here comes the kick. Kick doesn't really push him all the way, but Swords Moss, not even level 6. Can't even get to the relic. Now level 6, can he lay down the ult? Yes he will, he'll trade 1-1. Also that one, now it's going to be Caston, you're going to trade him down as well. Oh no, going to go down right quickly to the Bruiser Death Squad. And it is going to be YYZ actually taking that one. But meanwhile, War Leader says, oh, you're going to be talking about in top lane? We're just going to take the drill and try to back at you.
Yeah, Kali is ghosting to him to try and stop him, and I think she'll get there in time. But so, where I was talking about earlier, the no poke on YYZ forces them to kind of push a lot of minions towards top lane and try to force their way into a fight. So as long as the Minion Nation can try and fight that off with their ultimate, like with the Wukong ultimate, I think it'll be fine. They did try to hard engage that with the Lee Sin trying to kick back Urgot, or not Urgot, Rumble, and it failed, which led into a very bad engage there, so they have to be very careful. And you can see Wukong getting caught out by Riven and Rumble with Taric there to save him, which is nice, but Taric's taking quite a bit of damage. I think they're going to stay here too long. Akali is going to come up and clean. She can almost finish. She's so close to finishing off Taric. Not Taric escaping. No, gets the last comma there with I forgot what that ability is called, but picks up Taric. Again, I believe Dominion Nation is just sticking far too long in this fight here. They need to just back off, regroup, and then try and pressure a lane.
Yeah, they are definitely running into the fray of, well, YYZ, we want to hard engage, and we hard engage every time that you want to fight us. And in a, like, all-out brawl, YYZ will actually take it out, because, again, we have a lot of poke, a lot of, not sustained DPS, but just DPS in general. I mean, Gale can come there later on, Caston, and just bring in poke, the spears and the damage output with double lift. You can just get some resonating strikes in there, go in and out with safeguard, and with War Leader as well. Just a lot of good stuff. Wow, Maokai is just doing such a magical job over bottom lane. Swordsman comes in for that gank. Can they actually pick up Krillin? Yes, they will, and it will be Swordsman picking up that kill.
Yeah, fortunately for Maokai, he still has Revive. He's going to use it there to stop the Rumble. Looks like a fight is going down top. Top is neutralized, so Akali can be seen. There goes the kick from Lee Sin. Wow, picking up a double kill for Wukong. Very well played by Dominion Nation there. Good use of ultimates all around. The Wukong ult popping everybody on top of the Shatter, which shredded all the armor for Wukong to deal a massive amount of damage there.
I mean, the biggest thing was Swordsmith went over in the bottom lane, and like you said, Maokai with that revive was going to be able to save out his bottom lane anyway. So Swordsmith going there for the gank caused a 3v4 RM top lane, and unfortunately for the windmill, going down for Dominion Nation. Now, they are up ahead in points right now, just because of the kills, but they also have a little bit of goldage up to boot.
Yeah, we can see a gank going to come out from Gassadin here against Urgot. I think he jumped the gun just a little bit there, and Urgot is going to safely hide under his tower. The thing about this lane with Urgot and Maokai is that Urgot's going to build a lot of magic resist. They're going to dive right onto Urgot there, see if they can kill him. The super kinetic swap goes off, giving him a lot of MR, only to decide for long enough that top can be won by YYZ. So Urgot did stall them out long enough bottom lane, so they got top lane, but they still lost their bottom point, the graveyard.
Which is sorry, go.
I was just going to say that when you're facing a bot laner that has the same damage type as the assassin that's most likely going to gank you, it's a little bit easier to survive those ganks. So, just...
Yeah, that is a definite, and it's looking like, well, Dominion Nation's going to take a little bit of blow on their points. We do have that Boneyard being picked up yet again. Swordsman's going to go talk to Krillin yet again, and we're going to see a damage output battle. Can the Deeps go over the Maelstrom of Vengefulness, and Krillin not going to win out that battle. Swordsman's winning that one out again. Or see Riven caught out in the wings and caught in the jungle, and now we're going to see what the Dominion Nation's going to be doing over in top lane. 4v2, I'm pretty sure they're going to take the windmill, and J-Trix is going to try to get out of there with the Jax, but can he actually do anything else? No, he's been caught out, and that is going to be a free windmill for the team with Dominion Nation.
Yeah. So you can see Dominion Nation picked off somebody in the jungle and then made an immediate move for point. And that's something that is very good play there. You just try to bushwhack somebody and then go for a point and try to enforce it there because you have a clear team advantage. They had the 4v2. They knew Rumble was bot lane, helping out Urgot. Killed Riven, only Jackson and Kali left, so they took Windmill there. Now they're just hanging around the jungle, kind of playing a zone defense here, and they're just going to kind of capture someone here. Riven going to go face first, but it looks like Dominion Nation is backing off to the point. They feel safer on top of the point instead of hard engaging in the jungle there.
Yeah, hard engaging under no arrest is not going to be a good thing, but now we're GC Classics go right onto Tarek. Here goes with the Equalizer. Equalizer going to be down, but is that going to be enough damage? It's really missing offline, and Akali going down first. War Leader still not using the ultimate. Flushy doesn't have it up yet, and he's going to be taking a little bit of damage onto that one, and now we see the cleanup yet again on the YYZ. Very, very strong play for Dominion Nation, really separating and segregating all the damage output for the champions and making sure that they could keep down over at the point.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of an issue with the Rumble ult that missed majority of the champions, and the majority of the fight did not take place on top of it. The Rumble has to be a little bit more careful when he launches those. Those can really change the fight. Not to mention you have the Taric Shatter on top of the Wukong ult on top of the garrisoned point. Well, it looks like Riven's going to get caught out here. She barely survives. Kassadin chasing after her. Kassadin gets exhausted. Taric trying to do everything he can to try and stop Jax from getting away. Rumble and Jax trying to get back to their point. Kali jumping in after Lee Sin picks up Lee Sin. Jax goes down by Kassadin. Wukong crushing blow on Akali goes down. Rumble trying to hide under his point. Wukong, Kassadin, and Taric trying to dive this. The respawn by Riven there, or the heal by Riven, keeping him alive, able to reinforce that point. And unfortunately, the minions, it looks like, will neutralize this. Kassadin just trying to help them out a bit there. Yeah, but they'll just back off. Happy with the neutralize, they'll just back off there.
That's literally 3-0 on the caps, and now it's going to be 3-1, and now we're going to see 3-2 for the team of YYZ, but they're still down right now, 245 to 386 on the point score. I mean, in the beginning, we saw them group up. They had a stronger team fight engagement. They did do okay for YYZ, but unfortunately now, each and every time they have these fights in the jungle or in the points, which is definitely the place you don't want it to happen, it's not looking too good. We do see a jungle catch. We're going to secure on a great stun down, and we do see the equalizer hit up. But here comes the Wukong ult. Cyclone going in, picks up one from the Lee Sin. Double left going to help out his Secure Ono, and we're going to see if he can come back onto a J-Trix exhausted down and a double kill as well. Just beautiful, beautiful play coming up from Dominion Nation. Really, really keeping back at bay YYZ.
Dominion Nation is highly mobile if you think about it. You have Lee Sin, who can jump around Kassadin, the king of mobility, and Wukong's decoy, and then the only person sitting out there would be Taric, and you don't really want to focus down Taric, because that's what he wants you to do. He just sits there with tons of armor and magic resist and just says, hi, I can take everything you throw at me. So, just their team comp is very interesting in terms of, deception and jumping about to avoid a lot of damage there. And we see a gank coming down onto Urgot there. Kassadin rift walking over the wall. Twisted his bands to help out. There goes the swap by Urgot, getting him a lot of magic resist to try and help and to survive this. That's a lot of damage he's taking. Urgot taking a lot of punishment. The Hex Drinker goes off. Almost kills Kassadin. Oh, Kassadin goes down to the Riven ult. It looks like Maokai's going to go down here too. Wow, really good play there by YYZ in terms of just responding to that gank. Unfortunately, the huge response bottom lane with the 3 extra players leaves Rumble top, and that leaves Dominion Nation to take their mid, which will be Quest. Kassadin just giving them a little bit of trouble there, harassing to keep them off the point. Akali gonna try and dive this. The Rylai's slowing down Kassadin, but Kassadin doesn't really care about slows very much.
Nope, he's just gonna riff walk away, say, well, I'm gonna be having another day of, brunch at the fountain, and then come right back into it with a Health Relic and then try to kill onto this Akali. Even though there is a Red Light Crystal Scepter coming out from there, I don't think that's going to be enough. Oh, Kura going to be taking a lot of damage. Can he get out of there? Eventually, Maelstrom going to be there, mitigating the damage of the team and re-engaging onto the whole massiveness of YYZ, who will be going down yet again. A triple kill coming from Double Lift, doing a really good job with that Lee Sin.
Yeah, really living up to the name of Double Lift there. I also think that the Wukong ultimate is extremely powerful in those team fights. He's just left to sit there dealing massive amount of damage. If that Wukong ultimate goes for a full cooldown, then it's just insanely powerful. Not to mention the CC that it distributes amongst the enemy team is just really strong. Looks like Tark was able to get the point and back away safely, but they have bot point. So it's 4-1 currently. Dominion Nation control of the graveyard, which is YYZ's bot lane point. Looks like YYZ's trying to make a mad dash for Windmill. And Cassin's like, oh, you can take Windmill, we'll just take your mid. They're going to dive this Tarek, extremely tanky, taking on the 4v1, seeing how long they can survive. Dominion Nation not giving any reinforcement support. Tarek going down fabulously. Unfortunately, they will lose their mid for that top point, so it's still 4-1. 360 to 18.
Yeah, and it's looking like the Main Nation should be able to clean this one out right now. Gale's going to get the chase around the world with what's going to be on. Ooh, we do see the slowdown from Odin's, but I don't think that's really going to do anything else. But Gale saying, well, I'm going to just silence you guys and good luck. Have fun in the next game.
Kassadin just showing why you should ban him in terms of never gets caught. Same thing with Wukong. Wukong ended 9-15, dishing out an immense amount of damage.